Wake up, wake up, wake up. Y'all see it? Y'all know what we celebrating today? We celebrating two things. We celebrating the fact that it's Thursday. We made it. Woo, 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 woo. Let's thank higher power, ancestors, spiritual guides, guardian angels, loved ones. I have two new ones. This to me, y'all. I don't know y'all guides, but mine. Papa Legba, Ashe, and good day, Nabo. Let's honor our ancestors, y'all. They are help. But also, we have a second celebration. They say celebrate yourself, because if you don't, nobody will. So I want y'all to help me bring in 22 years of pleasing people, aka being a waiter, aka working at Cracker Barrel. I do not own the rights to this beautiful music, but let's get it! Y'all know the music, y'all know the beat, y'all know the frequency. Ow! Tony, 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 Tony. It's my anniversary. It's my anniversary. Come on, party with me, y'all. It's a celebration. A lot of people don't make 22 years old, let alone working 22 years for the same company. Moving around, that is. So let me give you the history. For those of you who don't know me, hold on. And as I said, I do not own the rights to this beautiful music. But I started waiting tables at the age of 21 in Atlanta after I got out of Job Corps in Albany, Georgia. So I moved to Atlanta and I started working at a place called Waffle King off of North DeKalb Road in Decatur in Atlanta. If y'all familiar with Atlanta, it's knocked down now. It was across the street from North DeKalb Prison. So the higher power had me start my first waiting job there, and I was trained by females. I love females in that aspect. They are the true goddesses of this world. They show you the ropes and you are to learn. You feel me? So anyway, I learned my traits and how to wait on people politely but sternly. You know, not being a pushover, because a lot of people will try and get over. And my passion was to cook. You know, I went to school for cooking, but the higher power was pushing me into my purpose. Is really what I'm saying. And it was pleasing people, but learning people. You know, in order to work with people, you gotta learn them. You gotta know their attitude. You gotta know the feelings. You gotta know their situations. And being a waiter, I'm gonna say this: if you got some things in your chart where you a little nosy, being a waiter would be very nice for you, because you don't have to be gossipy, but these people gonna just tell you their business. You know, they gonna tell you heartfelt stuff. And if you the kind of person that like to give advice, or things come to you and you supposed to give it out, I'm telling you, it's the perfect setting. So it didn't dawn on me till a couple of years ago that I actually was doing my purpose, and I still am, because I don't got to be a teacher in my years of living. I've gotten to feed the community. You know what I'm saying? As far as Cracker Barrel go, let's get back to that. So I started at Waffle King. The owner was kind of nasty. They was Arabic, and they wanted me to pay for food, and I had worked there all night. I had did like a 24-hour shift because nobody wanted to work. You know what I'm saying? So I did that, and I took my food home. I come back to work the next day, or the same day actually. I just got a little rest because being a waiter is sometimes can be ongoing, and it's however you set yourself up to be open for them hours that they schedule you or that you willing to take. Now, if you got some people taking advantage of you, you're going to have a bunch of hours and you ain't going to get no rest or whatnot. But anyway, it's the experience that you need anyway. So don't complain about it. Get them coins and get that experience because you will need it. But anyway, so I knew then the higher power was looking out for me. So I gets in there and he gonna say he taking money out of my check for some fucking food that he was supposed to give me. I could eat at work, but I couldn't take it home. And that's understandable, but I was tired and I had to be back at work, y'all. Now, some things these managers can come to some type of compromise, especially if you're a good worker and stuff. But some of them, this is what happens with some of them. They get that authority and they take it to the head. So guess what? I didn't feel it was fair. Anything that ain't fair to me, I took his apron and I threw it on the counter. And I said, I don't need this. You keep that and your check and I'm out of here. I ran home. I was 21. I ran home and I'll tell y'all about my experience as far as coming out and being gay. That's a whole nother video and it's longer. But anyway, I ran home and I got dressed in casual clothes, khakis and a button-up shirt. And this is in 2001. So Buckhead was real popping back then in Atlanta. So I went to Cheesecake Factory first. They was way kind of more upscale back then. Like you had to have on like all white and you really had to be on it. I still put in the application, but I didn't get no response from them, but I wasn't looking because I got hired on the spot. Going up the road, I went to IHOP. So that's really where I got a lot, and I loved it. And I got to meet stars and stuff like that in Atlanta at the IHOP in Buckhead. I think they don't tore it down now, but it might still be up. And then I had Guardian Angels training me there. I had a old lady named Miss Grace. I had two old ladies that was actually training me, and they were so sweet, but they were like cutthroat, like that's my money. So I learned a lot of my tactics, from the elderly, which brings me to why my passion was, to be a server. But anyway, time passed. I leave Atlanta, I move back home to Georgia, which is Moultrie, but I moved to Albany, where my gay parents and my gay family was at. So my gay brother worked at Cracker Barrel, and I'm going fast because I only got 10 minutes. My gay brother, rest his soul, Teran, was a waiter at Cracker Barrel in Albany, and he told me to fill out an application. And they called me, and I got hired this day, 22 years ago. I'm 44 now. So this is a big celebration. And throughout all the years, I done been to Texas, Pittsburgh. I done worked at every motherfucking Cracker Barrel in Georgia. That's Atlanta and the lower parts. I got a couple I still got to hit. And I got to hit Florida, too. But anyway, I'm just on here celebrating me, and I want to thank y'all for being a part of it. You can do anything you set your mind out to. It's just you got to discipline yourself, and you got to kind of see a goal in your mind. I knew I wanted to travel, and traveling is what I did. I love y'all.